Okay, I'm back on. Let me tell you what happened. This lid that's supposed to be on here came off. And so I need to attach that lid back because there's a hole there. If you can see that the coffee beans get ground and go into. And then if you look inside of here, you can see that hole. Hopefully you can see it. That hole back there. Where it's supposed to attach to, and it wasn't properly attached on there. So I'm going to try again to slide this into here with that hole and put that on there. Plug it back in. And we'll see what happens. Let's start. Oh, let me put the lid on. Gotta remember all the components. So lid goes back on the top. Lid goes back on the top. And let's hit start again. So it says it will stop when it's finished grinding. So I think what you have to do, take this lid off here. And you see I still have beans in here. So I think you got to kind of move them around some. Now I understand why they give you like this cup and this brush concoction. Because sometimes on here, especially like this mess I made, you know, you got to sweep up all of this on here. So they know that this must do this sometimes. I don't know what this is for. I think, oh, that came from the plug. From the plug here. When you first buy it. So I'll move that out the way. And get some of this up that got all over my counter. And yes, I know it's time for a new countertop. And I've been pricing them out and trying to figure out what we're gonna do with this. But I'm gonna get some of this coffee that's spilled all over the place up off my countertop. You can see how much spilled out as I'm sweeping it. It's quite a lot spilled out, but just make sure you know you have all your pieces attached before you do it. I just came in here because my husband had woke me up 6 o'clock this morning, told me he wanted to try to do it, and he tried to do it and he couldn't get it to run. So I wanted to come in here and see, you know, had I brought a broken machine or what was going on. But it ends up, you know, you have to do each step and make sure you've done that. Because what he hadn't done was, hold on, let me finish trying to clean up some of this off of here. You can see it got all over the place. So I'll show you what he didn't do in a minute. Let me just get a lot of this off of here. Okay, so I think that's good enough. So we got some more over here. Is it over here? So what he hadn't done is that line that I showed you, he had it in the back and it needs to be lined up in the front with what you want to do. Like if you want it medium or coarse. See, they have a coarse and then they have a fine. The coarse is if you want to percolate your coffee. The fine if you want to do an espresso. And of course the medium if you want to do a drip pot coffee. And I'm doing a drip pot coffee. I want it to be grind so I can put it in my drip pot coffee. So now let me put the lid back on and see if it will finish up because there's a few more beans in there. But I think it likes it more. Let me show you how much I've gotten so far so you can see the level that it's at. not full at all. So let me see if it will grind the rest of the beans, or if it likes it more when, you know, it's full of beans and it grinds better. So let's turn it back on and see what happens. Okay, I put it on 4 because we're gonna have a little bit of beans left in there. So it's on 4, and I'm gonna hit the start button. And then see how it stops. So I need to take this lid back off. Stir it up some. Kind of move those beans around. Move it around. And lid back on. Lid back on. And then hit start again. Like it's pretty done this time. As you can see, there are no more beans in there, a few down at the bottom in there, but it's pretty done right now. So all right, just wanted to share that with you. I'm gonna get in here. As you can see, I need to tidy up some. Wasn't feeling good. My son came over with strep throat, ended up making my throat start hurting, my husband's throat started hurting. So I just went straight to bed last night. I cooked some grits and smothered some chicken drumsticks. I just baked them and then roasted them, and then I pulled the meat off and made some gravy. I used that, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a very good brand. It's by, oh gosh, what's that pot? What's the name of the pot? It's one of those quick pot. I can't remember, but the seasoning I used was Mississippi pot roast, and I used that as part of my gravy. And then of course I made my own gravy out of flour, oil, and water, and put some seasoning in there and stuff. And it was pretty good last night with the grits and stuff. So now I gotta get in here. I gotta clean up this mess. And I gotta wash these dishes, tidy up the kitchen, and let me flip over so you can see me, because I gotta go put on some clothes. Hold on a minute, let me flip it. And you see me, I gotta go get dressed, so I'm gonna go do that. Talk to you later. That's my tonic water. Doctor have us drinking tonic water. I'll show you the bottom. Tonic water, because if you get leg cramps, like I like to walk a lot, and sometimes my legs cramp up, my husband's legs cramp up at night and stuff. It's like a Charlie horse. He told us to drink either tonic water or pickle juice, and it'll help cramps. It'll help legs from cramping. It'll help Charlie horses and stuff like that. So I bought this from Walmart. Comes in a 6-pack. You can see it's 7.5 ounces, very small. It's about the size, but you can compare it to the coffee maker, how small it is. And this little little cup thing, what comes with the thing, is pretty small. So yeah. And then I got mangoes off my trees. I just went in, got these off, fell on the ground. So I've been eating some mangoes, oatmeal. I didn't have anything for breakfast yet, but I'm gonna tidy up this house first and get it cleaned up. But I got a table full of mangoes that I'm gonna send to my husband's job, because I have too many, and a lot of them are too ripe to kind of save for family members and stuff. So, and my husband liked the ones like these 3 green ones on the counter. He like them when they're half ripe, half green. So yeah. So, all right, I'll talk to you later. Just checking in. This is Kim. Bye.